In this next topic, the Volkswagen EX30, which looks to be very interesting in terms of styling and things like that. Looks like there was some pictures or leaked pictures that got released, and I also was able to find some other stuff, maybe that it starts at a lower price that could be lower than the Tesla Model Y. So we'll take a look at it because you know me, I definitely want to keep my eyes out there and see what other competition is out there. But at the end of the day, we still are a Tesla fan channel. We've got the Model 3, we've had the Model 3, the Model Y, the Model S, and now the Model X, but always got to keep our eyes open out there. But before we get into that, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best out of Tesla at the best financing. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Inside EVs. Volvo EX30 leaked ahead of official reveal next month. So yes, it is kind of confusing, but there's Volvo electric vehicles and there's Polestar electric vehicles. So Polestar is owned, I guess, by Volvo in some sort of capacity, and there is a Polestar 2 and 3 and something like that. There's a sedan for sure, and there's an SUV, but it seems like Volvo is also releasing their version of the vehicle as well. So in what I was able to find, the EX30 was accidentally leaked through the Volvo configurator, and this is what it looks like. So sharp car. I really like the styling of Volvo and Polestar. You've probably seen Polestars on the road and you're wondering like, oh, what vehicle is that? Because there's really no branding, no labeling of the vehicle, at least for in a small area. And really their logo is just much different at the end of the day for Polestar. But looking to the EX30, it seems like the design traits are just like the flagship EX90, but even of course smaller. And the big thing here is that there's two battery packs, 51 kilowatts and 69 kilowatt battery, so like almost as big as a Model Y, and the latter one will have a range of 298, which is not bad at all. But the big thing that I was taken the back by is that the price of it is going to be right in line, maybe even more competitive than a Tesla Model Y, starting at $45,000. Of course, the cheapest Model Y right now is like 47 and some change, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff with the Volvo EX30. So let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking of. Of course, I would love to see this vehicle in person first and maybe even drive it before making any sort of decisions. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff coming out of the Volvo camp for an EX30. I didn't really know they were coming out with a cheaper SUV. I definitely knew about the EX90 because that one supposedly is a hot seller with selling, the lists and the reservations all selling really quickly, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description is the Patreon link. We support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested.